Hello everyone. Today, we're tackling a common problem in React and Node.js development, the dreaded Axios Network Error. This error can be frustrating, but we'll break down the common causes and how to fix them. Let's dive in. First, let's understand what this error means. The Axios Network Error usually indicates that your React application couldn't connect to your Node.js server. This can stem from several underlying issues. The most common culprit is a server that isn't running. Double-check that your Node.js server is actually started and listening on the correct port. Use your terminal to execute your server start command, such as nodeserver.js or npm start, depending on how you configured your backend. Make sure you see a message confirming the server is running. Another frequent cause is incorrect API endpoint URLs in your React code. Verify that the URL you're using in your Axios request exactly matches the endpoint your server is exposing. Even a small typo can prevent the connection. Pay attention to the port number, protocol, HTTP or HTTPS, and any path segments. CRS, or cross-origin resource sharing, is another major potential issue. Browsers implement CRS to prevent malicious websites from making requests to other domains on behalf of users. If your React app is running on a different domain or port than your Node.js server, you need to configure CRS on the server. This typically involves adding specific headers to your server's responses. You can use a middleware like cores in Node.js to simplify this process. Install it using npm install cores and then include it in your server code. Check the cores documentation for specific configurations, like allowed origins. A firewall can also block connections between your React app and Node.js server. Make sure your firewall isn't preventing access to the port your server is using. Temporarily disabling the firewall can help you diagnose if this is the cause. If it is, you'll need to configure your firewall to allow traffic on that port. Proxy settings can interfere with Axios requests, especially if you're working in an environment that requires a proxy. Check your environment variables or Axios configuration for any proxy settings that might be causing problems. Sometimes, simple typos in your code can lead to unexpected errors. Double-check your code for syntax errors, missing semicolons, or other mistakes that might be preventing your Axios request from being sent correctly. Using your browser's developer tools, usually by pressing F12, is invaluable for debugging. The Network tab shows you the actual requests being made and the responses received. Look for error messages or status codes that can give you clues about what's going wrong. Consider adding error handling to your Axios requests using .catch to log more specific error messages. This can help you pinpoint the source of the problem more quickly. Remember to test your API endpoints with tools like Postman or Insomnia to isolate whether the issue is in the client-side React code or the server-side Node.js code. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you troubleshoot your Axios network error. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. Your support helps me create more content like this. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or other topics you'd like me to cover.